Y'all are in a death spiral. That's why y'all have to cheat. The MAGA party is the last breath of the Confederacy, and I'll be happy to see millennials and Gen Z bury y'all. There will be no more of your party.
What have Democrats done for the black people? Nothing. But you chastising them, but you're not chastising a party that you've been voting for all this time. Even the redistricting, the person that was running your district before they redistrict, what did they do for you? You still complaining because they ain't done nothing. Let's get to another ignorant brother. I'm all for freedom of speech. I'm all for freedom of expression. But just make sure your facts are right before you get on television somewhere and get woke. And the reason why I'm going to play this next video is because a fan requested me to send this, to watch this. I never heard of this guy. I never even seen this. But I want you to listen to what this guy said. And you cannot tell me that between the Black Lives Matter lady coming out after the Black Lives Matter people didn't give George Floyd family no money. They didn't, Breonna Taylor, they ain't gave no money. Them people got rich. And the only reason they talking about this is because they want to raise more money in the name of George Floyd than he did. That's the only reason they talking about this. They got publicity because it was on Netflix, so they bring it up because they just want to raise money. They ain't done nothing for his family or his kids. Let's get to this Negro. Just silly. And I'm going to break down the things that he says. So bear with me. I'm going to play it out, let him say a couple things, then I have to interject because what he's saying is just flat out wrong. It's a lie. And then brother is wasting his time talking about these white people instead of focusing on what black people can do in their own community. Roll the clip.
I have no doubt in my mind that the map's going to pass. If y'all can give us less than 0 seats, you would do it. Y'all do this under the orders of somebody that said the Civil Rights Act was harmful to white people, that it caused reverse racism. RFK said that black children are overfilled on antidepressants and that they need to be reparented on different farms, all of them. Pete Hegseth constantly brings Doug Wilson to the Pentagon to give a prayer service. Doug Wilson is the same pastor that said that slave owners were on strong spiritual ground.
Time out. That fool mischaracterized and lied about everything he just said. First and foremost, when you go and delineate between districts, that's not alienating black people unless y'all stupid, unless you only know how to vote one way. The line of delineation is not representing you. You just need to have a diversity of what you're promoting to be represented by. Y'all just Democrats. You dumb enough to just vote for one party, so when they draw a line, you not represented. Y'all need to be smart enough and vote for people that can benefit your community. We should be equally Republican and Democrat if you sane. But because y'all silly, you put yourself in a position that when they redraw lines, y'all isolate yourself over here because you silly. RFK said black kids are antidepressants. How about you address the antidepressant issue? How about you address the trauma in the black community that man is addressing that you won't even talk about? I grew up in a black community. There's so much trauma. That's why you see these young boys out here committing crimes, robbing, stealing, thugging, killing in these inner city communities because it's trauma. When you watch your homeboy get shot in front of you, that's trauma. When your daddy go to prison for life, that's trauma. When you don't know your daddy, that's trauma. When mama is trying to be mama and daddy, overbearing and abusive, that's trauma. Every day you go to school, you don't know if a drive-by gonna happen, you hearing gunshots all night, that's trauma. But you don't want to talk about that, brother. You want to bring up these white people. Keep going.
I don't have no belief in no morality on anybody that followed Donald Trump. If you wasn't with this map, you wouldn't be underneath this president. You wouldn't be in your party. You would stand up. You would stand against it. You would speak out about it. So as far as I'm concerned, if you here as one of these Trump Republicans, you already showed us who you are. You showed us what you want to do. And I believe the country as a whole is rebuking your party. Y'all are in a death spiral. That's why y'all have to redistrict. That's why y'all have to cheat. That's why Trump got to go to Texas and say he entitled to 5 more seats. It's because y'all know what y'all doing is abhorrent. We letting our people die in Iran based on false pretense that Tulsi Gabbard and Joe Kent said ain't real.
Time out. He's lying about Tulsi Gabbard. And Joe Kent was a leaker, and that's the only person that you see in our government that's saying what Joe Kent is saying is Joe Kent. Tulsi Gabbard did not say that. Tulsi Gabbard was reporting on a report from the previous administration. She has come out since then, and they have made a report. Everybody in the government, P. Hegseth, the generals, everybody is. They just did a congressional hearing today, and the general, one of our generals, I think the head general of the military, made clear mention that 90 months or 60 months or something before this whole thing happened, Iran, through proxies, have attacked us over 300 times, killing multiple service members and hurting American citizens. Over 300 times. They said every other day they're attacking people. All right, whatever you got to say. Come on, let him finish.
Y'all okay with all that. So I'm positive y'all gonna be okay with the maps. But the beautiful thing is, the children that y'all have made and the people that's younger than y'all don't support none of this racism that y'all want.
Racism.
The MAGA party is the last breath of the Confederacy. And I'll be happy to see millennials and Gen Z bury y'all. There will be no more of your party. The midterms gonna come, y'all gonna get wiped out. Trump gonna get dragged out of the White House, and I'm gonna love every second of it. Because y'all loved every second of the suffering that he caused to everybody in this country. And worldwide, we starve in Cuba. We bomb Nigeria. We holding Zimbabwe and Zambia hostage for their minerals. We don't want to give them aid support. The pro-lifers that say all life is special, y'all letting kids die of AIDS. What part of your Bible say that? Point out the scripture. I think everybody would love to see it. And we would love to see y'all in the midterms.
You know how funny this is? It's that I would believe him, I would support what he said if he was consistent. Where were you at when Joe Biden was in office? See, y'all, this is what, and I'm telling you the reason why I'm bringing this up, because when I saw this on IG, this got like 70,000 likes. It's got like 20,000 comments or something. And all the black people in the comment, yeah, boy, yeah, he served y'all, he served y'all. What have Democrats done for the black people? Nothing. But you chastising them, but you're not chastising a party that you've been voting for all this time. Even the redistricting, the person that was running your district before they redistrict, what did they do for you? You still complaining because they ain't done nothing. Joe Biden in office letting all these Mexicans in here, all these illegals in here. Y'all are slowly but surely devolving. Y'all not gonna have no voting rights. But you mad at the Republicans who is ending illegal immigration in this country that benefits y'all Negroes. But you let the Democrats do whatever they want to do. Oh, y'all talk about y'all pro-lifers. You should be pro-life. That's why the black population isn't growing, because y'all having abortions at a higher rate than any other race. I was just talking to Kim earlier, Kim Bright from Brightcore, and we were talking about diabetes and people overeating, overweight, obesity. And black people suffer from obesity and heart disease more than anybody else in the country. But you mad at RFK because he invites somebody to the thing, but you're not talking about the fact that he's trying to take all that harmful stuff out of food. And also he's trying for y'all who are on food stamps and government assistance, for you to be able to have access to healthy foods so black people aren't obese and dying at a younger age than everybody else. Where's your real activism? I don't understand, man. You had these problems with Republicans. I hear you if you had the same comments to say about the Democrats. Y'all, we're going to lose the midterms. To what policies? Who in the midterms is going to support the black community? They're not talking about it, they don't care about it, and they don't need to. They got y'all dumb Negroes hook, line, and sinker. Y'all vote for them no matter what they do, no matter who they are, no matter who they represent. Y'all vote for them anyway. So you know what? They don't have to help y'all. They don't have to talk to y'all. They have to do nothing. They don't have a chuck and jive for y'all. Never again. Because y'all hook, line, and sinker. No, just a monolith. And what do? We don't need the Negroes. We got to get a new voting class because we got them locked away. LBJ allegedly said, we're going to have you Negroes vote for us for next 200 years. And what y'all Negroes are voting for him for the next, I don't know how many years it now, since LBJ. I don't know. I got to do the math. It ain't near 100. Not, it's approaching 100. How many years? about 60 years, and y'all ain't got no sign. Well, first y'all, black people are gonna not have a voice in the next 5 or 6 years, but 60 years y'all ain't changed. The black men are moving over the needle, but the black women voted for Kamala Harris at like 98%, and she got dusted off. Keep playing with your future.